Well, our big focus this morning, the air quality in Delhi continues to be in the severe category, with the air quality index recorded at over 450 in some locations this morning.
Well, when we talk about the overall AQI, Parmeshwar, that's coming in at 421 points, so basically in the severe category yet again. And of course, from visuals, what we saw early this morning, it continues to remain hazy. A lot of smog visibly seen in the national capital early this morning. No sun. Some of the worst affected areas when we talk about in the national capital, like you mentioned, RK Puram 454, Punjabi Bagh 444, ITO 442, Ashok Vihar at 432, and Anand Vihar coming in close on the heels. The national capital has remained shrouded in a blanket of toxic smog, prompting doctors to raise concerns about the growing number of respiratory and eye ailments among children and the elderly.
Now, to combat the escalating air pollution crisis, the Supreme Court has proposed that the Delhi government consider prohibiting app-based taxis that are actually registered in other states from operating within the national capital.
The government has also decided to reschedule the winter break for all schools in the national capital in light of the air quality that's deteriorating. The winter break that usually would start in the month of December is now starting from today, and it will continue till the 18th of November.
In fact, Delhi's air quality is one of the worst among capital cities globally, with the University of Chicago report finding that air pollution actually reduces life expectancy by almost 12 years.
11.9 to be precise, Parmeshwar. We also have Himanshu joining us. Himanshu, all these measures, whether it's the odd-even formula, whether it works or not, will it be implemented or not? This is the fourth time that they will be introducing, if it goes ahead, if they go ahead with plan, that it would come in only after Diwali. But, experts have said odd-even does not really work. The Supreme Court has also gone on to say they are mere tactics. Solutions such as cloud seeding is something that the Delhi Environment Minister spoke about way back in the month of September. Why hasn't it been implemented yet?
Well, that is the question that Delights are also asking, because remember, today is the 7th day of the pollution crisis. And on 2nd November, we all woke up with a thick smoke cloud all over the Delhi NCR region, and the situation has not improved much. And these are emergency actions, which normally, when you're in the middle of the crisis, doesn't produce very good results. And that is why we see government struggling with one option or the other. As far as the cloud seeding is concerned, of course, it's an artificial method which is used to create rainfall by introducing certain substances into clouds that serves various purposes. But experts are saying that this is a very, very expensive option for a country like India, and there are certain conditions that has to be conducive for the artificial rain procedure to actually work on the ground. Second important thing is that the Ministry of Earth Sciences, Indian Institute of Tropical Meteorology, has warned that this pollution crisis is expected to continue at least till November 17th. Remember, we are very close to Diwali, and Diwali is time when normally the pollution level goes up in the city. So there is no respite in sight despite all these measures that are being announced. As far as the odd and even scheme, experts are saying that on previous occasions when such a scheme has been launched in Delhi, there has been some decrease in terms of the increase at the speed at which the pollution was increasing, but it doesn't help contain the pollution crisis on the ground. It doesn't have much impact. It helps you contain any further rise in pollution, but it doesn't help actually address the larger core problem that exists on the ground. So, and that is why we are struggling now, because the government at all levels doesn't seem to have a long-term strategy to deal with this problem. And remember, Supreme Court has very clearly said that despite directives, the farmers continue to burn parali, and there are an average of 2,000 odd parali burning incidents that are still happening. So a lot is happening on paper, but a very little is happening on the ground, and that is why millions of people living in Delhi NCR region continue to suffer for the 7th consecutive day. That's right.